Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank everybody for attending. So, roll call. Marty. Great. Linda.
Here.
Raymond. Trustee has approved the June 25 meeting minutes. Gary is on that. Supported by
Marty?
Marty. We'll call vote Marty.
Yes.
Ray? Yeah. Gary? Linda?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Motion approved. Next is approval of bills and claims. GRP, general fund from June 1 to June 30th of 2025 for a total of $39,525.74. Okay. $1 off. It's $24 in here and $25 on here.
Where?
On this one.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So which one is correct?
The one that's on the reconciliation ledger? Yes, so it's 39.
Let's change that to $39,524. Okay. And 74 cents. Gary makes a motion. Supported by Ray. Roll call vote Marty.
Yes.
Ray. Gary. Yes. Linda.
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved. Approval of bills and claims. CSP General Fund from June 1 to June 30th, totaling $876.09. Gary makes a motion. Supported by Marty. Roll call vote Marty.
Yes.
Ray. Gary. Linda.
Yes.
I vote yes. Motion is approved. Bills and claims from the SDS O&M from June 1 to June 30th for a total of $60,894.10. Marty makes a motion. Supported by Gary. Roll call Marty.
Yes.
Ray. Gary. Linda.
Yes.
I vote yes. Was approved. Approval of the SDS grant fund from June 1 to 30th, 125, 0 transactions. Nothing happened, you self-approve it? Oh, no. Oh. Okay.
So what is
Moving on to fire department from June 1 to June 30th, for a total of $245.36. Why do I not have a spot to put my notes? Okay. Mary made a motion.
Oh. Yeah, there's nothing there for a motion or anything. Okay, motion.
Supported by Ray. Roll call vote. Marty.
Yes.
Ray. Gary. Linda.
Yes.
I vote yes. Motion carried. No bills and claims pending due from the general fund. No bills and claims pending due from the SDS operations and maintenance. No bills and claims pending due from the fire department. Ron, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. We had 1.25 million gallons come down in the month of June to the lagoon. Last year we had 4 million. So it gives you an idea that June was dry and last year was lots of precipitation. I checked the flow reading yesterday and we were at 29,000 a day. And then I checked it this morning and we were 300,000. So just with the rain that we had in less than 24 hours has spiked it that much. So we do definitely have a problem with I&I in the sewer system. A lot of groundwater getting in there. So just nothing, maybe we could do a little here and there, but leaky manholes, roof drains, abandoned buildings, all that plays a factor. Stuff at the industrial park. So there's a lot of groundwater getting into the system. Pond 1 rose a half a foot in the last 24 hours. So the Aspen lift station, the generator, we went over that, isn't running, so we got a plan. We're going to have settlers come out there and do a pressure test, and that's what we'll start first. Dan and I did a couple things, but it seems like we're not getting gas to the unit. Aspen came out and they sprayed beginning of the month, and all that went well. I met Chris at the Lagoon Gate at about 6:30 in the morning, and everything went well until about maybe an hour left. The wind kicked up, and as he was spraying it, it started blowing back into his face. So we had to put a different nozzle on and actually get down into the riprap and spray it. But all in all, it went well. It resolved. So that's good. I guess they brought the pressure washer from the jetter. Dan said that they mounted it and all looks good.
Yep.
All right, look forward to using it and hopefully break it out here in the next couple of weeks, maybe first week in August or something like that. Like to try it out. Do some preventive maintenance on Aspen Street. Be nice to get familiarized with it. Maybe take it out a few times this year. And last I have is I normally once a year I get board approval for about $2,000 for road maintenance out at the lagoon. And I know the outfall has some erosion, so what I get is some riprap and some -3 from John Jordan. Use it for the road maintenance, and I know we need a load of riprap for that outfall to repair that erosion that's there.
Lagoon pays for that.
Lagoon side of things, yeah, just to
Okay,
keep
so
up on the road
SDS.
maintenance, yeah. So, and then that's just stuff that we work in with John. Probably Dan will spread it with the tractor, and Dan and John can coordinate. And if we need another guy out there hand shovel it, Nick and I can go out there, and one of us can do it.
Well, remember when we were out there too? Are you talking about the spot right at the exit?
Right at the exit, there's a big hole.
Yeah, we talked about that. What about us doing a small spillway there, like we had talked concrete?
Yeah, I mean that's a lot more expensive.
What is it? $2,000 a year for maintaining it. If we did the small spillway just for us.
It's not $2,000 just for the spillway. I'm gonna probably put one load, which is $300 to fill in that erosion. The rest would be just on the road. Because when you get out there in the spring, it gets pretty soft and put it up.
Right, but isn't it where that pipe comes out?
Yeah.
There's nothing around it.
There's some of it that's gonna go for that. Yeah. I mean, if you want to do the concrete spillway.
What if we did just like a 5-foot concrete spillway? I thought we agreed on that when we were out there in the spring.
We can look at it again. I just went out there when I sprayed with Aspen. I know there's a lot of erosion on that end. There's a big hole right there that definitely needs attention this year.
Do we want to fill it with rock, or should we go out there and just form it up and do a small load charge in a concrete truck and run it down there?
If you want to do that, you got a plan. I'm fine with that as long as that hole is covered.
Long term versus short term, right?
It's something we can do. Let me go take a peek at it again, but
Sure.
yes, we need rock out there. That's part of maintaining it. So I still think everything else where the water is flowing and it spells, we have protection, except that spot. Even if it was just a big chunk right
Are
there.
you talking right by where the pipe comes out of the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm talking that erosion is way at the end, almost all the way to the middle.
All where it comes in the river.
Yeah, that definitely needs to have rock.
We had talked about putting
Sure.
a small spillway right there. I still think we should do that. I don't think we could do that down by the river. We get in trouble. But we can stay up by our pipe.
There's not much erosion by the pipe coming out.
Well, if you're satisfied with it, then we can do that.
But just, we had put riprap all along the sides, and it needs just that little bit by where the pipe comes out, and then we can use half the load there and half the load by the hole, by the erosion, by the mineral.
All right. Okay. Is that something that we can just vote on to move forward with, or do we need that on our agenda? Or do we have to put it up for bid, or how are we done?
I don't bid it anymore, because I did that like 8 years ago, and nobody beats John Nordine.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I haven't tried Hillborn with being out there, but do you want me to get some numbers from Joe, or do you want me to go through John? I know like the riprap has all the same rock on it, and I know Joe's would be different, but I mean, color doesn't really matter. John's got like the natural stone, where Joe's, I think, is more blasted stone, or like.
Well, didn't we change it to where we could have expenditures 2,000 or less without having total vote? I guess we can just put that up for discussion.
Maybe.
I mean, we do have Joe as an option, but I mean, if John's an exceptional guy, and he's always done everything. Really
John's done everything, yeah. And we used Joe on the erosion on Pond 1 last year, and I think his stone is perfect for rip-wrapping 1 and part of 2. And I like John Nordine's -3, it's smaller, for the road, and then his rip-wrap is kind of a natural stone that you can use for the outfall.
Even with the riprap, you're still having erosion?
What the riprap around cell 1 was to cover the erosion. We had a lot of, you came out and looked at that, remember that? And that's what, and then we still have pockets of that erosion. Yeah.
Was there ever fabric put under?
That part of it, I don't believe that fabric is brought all the way up. The problem is they didn't rip, cell 1 and cell 2, they didn't riprap 2 of the sides. Why? I have no idea.
It's really odd how they did that.
But 3 and 4 are riprap all the way around. It's just 1 and 2 is not. And that's where we get the erosion.
I don't think Nordine has 3 inch right
3 inch -3.
now.
I had some delivered at my house. They're about,
Yep.
I don't know, a month ago.
And he's crushing.
He's crushing, yeah.
We can do whatever you want. As long as we're compliant. I mean, if that's what we've done before and you're happy with that, we'll just stick with it.
I've been doing it for 8 years or so because for many years it wasn't done. And it took us so long to catch up on it all. And then most of the -3 is the main traffic where we get our sampling in the spring and fall when the road's the softest, so it has to be firm.
Well, I mean, I think that falls under maintenance for you, so I mean, I don't think we need to even say anything on it. Boat-wise?
Usually does get board approved. I mean, it has in the past.
Well, if somebody wants to make a motion that we let him move forward with his maintenance side of it with Nordine.
Are we gonna receive receipts?
Yeah, of course. You get a bill of sale and yeah, for sure.
Okay.
How do you want that worded, Ron? Just
I'll figure.
Road
to approve $2,000 for general maintenance at the lagoon?
road maintenance and erosion control, maybe?
By Marty, was it?
Yep.
Okay, roll call vote, Marty,
Yes.
Ray, Terry, Linda.
Yes.
Motion approved. Are you gonna call me or you want me to?
I can call him. I'll set it up with John and I'll set it up with Dan when he's available with the tractor.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next up is the fire department.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Fire department?
Fire department.
Okay. Nothing much new at the fire department. We did have the 4th of July celebration hot dog. Everyone really good. Raised more than what we spent, so that's always nice. Appreciate all the people from town coming and checking out the fire department, and that's about all I got.
Okay.
Nothing new.
Next is zoning admin. Not here.
But I just wanted to say, that it was brought to the board's attention that a resident had put a temporary fence up without a permit, to help train a puppy. The supervisor okayed this for a temporary purpose, but my question is, how long is temporary? And should there still have been a fee, to do this according to our ordinance? Because if we just, I mean, if the neighbor doesn't like it, and how do we know that they're on their lot?
She's well on her lot.
She is?
I mean, if it's temporary and it's for a puppy to do that, I mean, I think, yeah, come on.
I'm just
Doesn't
asking,
mean-
because other people may ask, so. Just asking.
I guess we can look into that, how long a temporary fence can be there, whatever puppy you want to. Probably a 6-month minimum, something like that. We can look into it, but yeah. So the dog went over, he was causing drama, obviously as a puppy, so then the lady put a temporary little fence up. Well, then the lady calls out the fence. It's like, can't believe. That was some slack. I mean, at least she tried something to harness a brand new puppy. And it's well within the means. It's small in the backyard. It's just a light little pig wire with some green fences. And she's like, I don't want it here permanently. I don't want my puppy to cause any more drama. And I said, how do you not say okay to that? I mean,
because what is it training the dog to do?
what?
Well, you just have a fence. What is it training the dog to do?
I'll let it grow up or whatever. But there again,
And that would be my road, and that dog with the fence is still getting out and jumping on my kids when you're walking the dogs down the road. My dogs.
It's still being out there. I mean, it's very, very temporary.
So it's not serving a purpose at all?
Correct. It's gotten out twice and jumped on my kids twice, causing scratches. And they're children and shouldn't have to deal with dogs jumping on them and trying to protect our dogs from that.
Well, that falls under the ordinance for nuisance animal and trespass.
Well,
Correct. So
I guess
then I
if
have
it's-
to constantly call
Yeah.
about it.
So are we saying that we need to?
Because, like I said, what's it training the dog to do? You have to leash train. You have to
I
put a
think
collar on
she
to
needs
keep
a
them in
proper
the yard.
warning saying that you're violating so-and-so ordinance, being that it's violation of the trespassing animal ordinance that the township has.
Okay, well, I thought it was working. Apparently it don't work.
No, well, the fence, I mean, but then they leave the garage door open. So they see my kids walk this way down the road and the dog's in the fenced-in area. So then when they come back through, it just cuts through the garage and chases them down the road to my house and jumps on them. And the puppy. So
I guess I thought it was working. If it's not working, then we need to address that correctly.
Right.
All right, we can do that. We'll look into all that further. I guess I didn't know it was all that. Okay. We'll address it. Assessor?
No.
Green Park?
Happy to see that our parks are getting used. We have a wedding this weekend and a class reunion on July 26th. Donations, Linda's been picking up the donations. Those have been pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
We got some Canadian money.
Yes.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to go to
$5
CANADA, I think we got a 5-spot.
Yep.
5-spot. What color is that? Purple?
Is it blue or
Is it blue? Yeah.
bluish purple?
Mike said he'd buy it.
Yeah.
Well, I went
Maybe
up
it's
bear
a
hunting,
part of some cute or
and I thought it was
whatever.
cool.
Yeah.
So I bought a little bit of everything, and then the gentleman was like, I bet you can't tear it. I mean, it is uniquely tough.
It is.
So,
It's in the office. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. But no, it's good to see. And again, I think, Nick and Dan have been doing excellent keeping everything addressed properly there and up to snuff, and you're starting to see it used more.
Mike and I noticed that we should get a, look into a football, and
Well-
we have one, we could borrow, use ours right now, we have a ton of them.
Like when you come to the Bonanza Falls sign, you literally gotta be like right up on it, because where that tree's
Oh,
overhung it right now.
What I said,
And I think we can just add
I
that
didn't hear what you said.
as a little attachment to what you already bought for the head unit.
yeah.
I can't believe we didn't, I thought it was on there, but
No,
it was the broom, the bristle, and the
backpack.
weed whip, is it?
Yeah.
We should look and see if we have a pole saw attachment to the head unit.
Yeah, but
Just to-
even at Green Park, when you drive in,
Yeah.
this, the right side is getting very heavy.
Yeah. Okay.
We were just there yesterday. But it looks very full and pretty.
Yeah,
But just
everything
some-
looks sharp, good job, both of you. Okay. Wanda's not here. Yeah.
She's on vacation in California.
Okay, well, the library has books, everybody, please read them.
Cold, right?
All right, go ahead. Rec committee,
So our Carp Township 4th of July event went very well, other than the weather. We are already planning for the next year's event. I have a meeting on Thursday with another band who is willing to help put more bands together and do fundraisers to generate. So I'm excited for that. I had a lot of feedback and that was very helpful. We appreciate everyone that helped and donated and made everything come together in such a short time. Rocky Windsor was a huge help. He went out and got a whole bunch of not only cash donations, but donations from other businesses for prizes. In total, with the help from others, we received over just about 2,500 in cash, and in cash or checks. And then we raised $1,887 in the games and food, and over $1,924 in the giveaway prizes. And those businesses came from Ontonagon, Berglund, Goose Crossing, Ewan, Ironwood, White Pine, and Silver City. Miss Wanda and Miss Judy are my angels. Their hard work with helping out, with preparing the food and watching over the games and children. Honestly, can't thank them enough. All the volunteers were amazing, and a huge thank you to everyone, and a thank you to those families that came out to support our event. And thank you to our volunteer fire department, and thanks to them, Ray, Amber, Nick, and Rachel, we were able to do our fireworks. They said it was an emotional celebration, and they were honored to have helped. And I was also told to raise our budget so we can even set off more fireworks next year. Being that some of us are here, I want to say that without you guys and a lot of the dedication from the community as well, I don't think it could have gone off any better, honestly. It was a lot of fun. People had fun. I was wore out. But you guys did an amazing job. Thank you for stepping up to me.
I think one of my favorite things is watching Willie's daughter throw all of every single pocket that he had with all the presents.
Yeah, I got some good pictures of Will.
Yeah, we
He
got
was
some good
wearing
pictures
all
of
of them.
I loved it. That was so sweet.
Well,
She
yeah.
was such a joy to watch.
Our budget was $4,000, and then with donations, we had $8,447, not including the prizes, and it cost us just over $6,334.63 to put our event on. So we did not lose anything, but more next year. And now in the works, Halloween. So we're following it.
good job. Planning Commission report liaison officer, sir.
We had a meeting,
On July 8th.
that was a special meeting there, and, the guy there, on the master plan there, he went over what he's, how much he's done. Okay, and, let's get scheduled an open house on August 13th, and the public's invited, from 4 to 6 p.m. to discuss the growth and other opportunities for our township. And On October 1st, we should have our first full draft of the master plan. On July 21st, we got a special meeting for zoning variance. And that's at 6 o'clock. On October 14th is our next regular meeting at 6 o'clock. We'd like the people in the community to come on August 13th from 4 to 6 to, give us their input. What they'd like to see happen in the fall year. That's all I have.
Okay,
Oh,
sounds good. We'd like to see people there. This is input for the future for our kids.
I'd be willing to print some of this out for people. It's in black and white. But this is a copy of the first draft, partial draft of the master plan. Very interesting. I was reading it to Mike last night, like, to where White Pine and Carp Lake is started from fur traps, to the
Silver City,
logging,
too.
to the
There's a lot
silver,
about
to
Silver
the
City.
copper, I mean, very, very interesting reading. So if anybody wants a copy it took just a little bit to read. You're more than welcome. Did you get one?
No, I would like one though.
Yeah, you would love it. I'll make some copies. For sure.
I've seen as much as I could during the meeting, but
Yeah,
I know that I'd like to look it over
Do
some
you,
more.
is that something we could scan off and put on the website?
yeah, you could.
I don't
The
know
ones
if
that
you
are
want
here,
the
if they
draft
want a copy of it,
necessarily
I can do that,
because
yeah.
of the final coming.
Could do a
Like
workbook.
what he's doing is he's going to have stations on August 13th, and it's going to be breakdowns of sections on the master plan, and you're going to give notes. He's going to give you like post-it notes, and you're going to give notes at each station he has set up around the room. And that's kind of how he explained how he's going to have it. He's going to have it set up in stations. He wants the community to come and give input on each section of the master plan and how things are written in it. And if you have any other kind of input or anything that you kind of thought needs to be changed on there or whatever, you're going to give your ideas to the planning commission in stations for the master plan draft that he's going over. That was kind of my outtake from everything that at the meeting that I went to.
Should be fun.
It sounds like, what's that?
Well said.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
good job on that. Okay, are we done with that? So next, Carp Lake Township, talking with Patty on zoning board. She had asked for a long time to have a board of appeals put together. And with me being out involved now, helping Mac and going through some things, and there's a lot of folks here that aren't 100% compliant, and a lot of lack of growth here comes from stuff like that. But I mean, you have the ability to have what's called a variance, but then it has to go through an appeal process. And we've never really had it here. I mean, we have people that want to build garages and want to do things, which and as you build and you see more, then more people want to do that, but then it allows us to have more taxation. Not that I like that, but that's how we do what we do. So I want to build this board, so then when someone wants a garage that needs to be 8 feet from the property line and still 10, and the neighbor agrees to it, we can have a variance come through with a small fee at the meeting, and as long as the neighbor's okay with it, you record it, it goes through on that property line, and then it's okay, and they can build a garage. So I want to construct this appeals board to help be flexible with rules, but at least it's recorded and it's compliant moving forward. So it needs to consist of, you can only have one township board member, you have to have at least one zoning member, or you can have 2, and planning commission. So I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it, and then we are in communication with Ed and Don.
Mendham.
Okay, so technically that could be the three of us, I think.
If that's what you want, cause
That's what you guys wanna do.
I'm fine.
You're down with that, okay?
Don called me last night when we were in Ontonagon and